What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. In this video, we are jumping into Strange issue number 9. It is no longer a secret, the Harvestman is the one and only Stephen Strange. Clea Strange, the Sorcerer Supreme. Stephen Strange, the Sorcerer Supreme of Death. A weapon sent to take out revenants. Revenants that were created by the Blasphemy Cartel. An operation run by Director None, a man or woman who took away their entire identity, made themselves non-existent. They had truly hoped to be working in the shadows, to work under the radar of the Sorcerer Supreme and everyone else. You see, they had a plan against everybody. What they did not anticipate was the Harvestman, and they did not anticipate Clea Strange becoming the Sorcerer Supreme. But now both of our Stranges, getting the information from Pandora Peters, they know where Director None is. They know where the headquarters to Blasphemy Cartel lie. Now it is time for war. So make sure you guys have subscribed to the channel, make sure that you like this video, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so as we dive into this issue, our heroes, they are taking off to take on the Blasphemy Cartel, with Clea letting us know that her enemies, they might have forgotten who she is, what she can do, and what she will do. You see, Clea Strange, she's not an Avenger. She is not one of those people that will not kill. She will come in and lay waste to everybody. With her currently flying headed to the Blasphemy Cartel, she is coming to remind them of who she is. She is Warlord born. She flies to war. Reunited with her love, at least in a manner of speaking, Stephen Strange the Harvestman, but he does not belong to Clea alone. He also belongs to death. The energies that empower him are the opposite that empower Clea, the two of them unable to touch. She is hoping that ending this war, ending all of this with the Revenants, will be able to bring her husband back. Arriving at the compound, at the Blasphemy Cartel headquarters codenamed Emerald City. This is a flying castle at the heart of an artificial storm, with Doctor Strange making Clea promise not to kill anybody. Clea lets it be known that she is not going to make a promise that she cannot honor. The two of them waste no time breaking down the door and going after all the Blasphemy Cartel one by one. Both of them admiring one another, doing a little bit of flirting, a little bit of flattering. It's just nice to see that these two are still so very much in love. As they take down the first wave, Director None is letting everybody know to prepare Revenant Prime, saying that it's not ready, it is untested, but they have no other choice, because right now the Supremes are making their way through the facility. Everything Director None throws at them, they are demolishing. As they sit here and the two of them fight together, they talk about what has been going on with Clea, seeing if anybody has been giving her trouble, talking about Doom showing up on the very first day, how Moon Knight has been such a wonderful individual to her. Doctor Strange finding this very odd considering who Moon Knight actually is. But of course, Clea is going to get along with someone like Moon Knight, where Doctor Strange may be more on the outs with him. As they finish off this wave, that is when Director None, he gets on the overcom system, now learning that the Harvestman is in fact Doctor Strange. This is something that Director None, they didn't plan for. They didn't plan for the Harvestman, they did not plan for Clea Strange. These are unknown variables, ones that they cannot control, they did not expect. With Clea saying that she is going to find him and she is going to kill him. But she also wants to know why. Why are you doing all of this? Why have you been creating revenants? Director Nunn saying that he will let them know if they can make it through the next wave, as he releases all of the Lazarus revenants. The Lazarus agents go into combat. Our two strangers, they fight them off, all at once at the same time, each very powerful, with Clea Strange making a spell to kill one of the revenants, the Shadow Knight. She can adapt this to kill the others as well, but it is going to be much more difficult. Lucky for her, she is not in this battle alone. She has the Harvestman. He was literally created to destroy revenants, with the Harvestman taking care of a lot of these guys. That gives her enough time to destroy another. With only one remaining, we see it grab a sword and it puts it right through the chest of Stephen Strange. While Clea cries out, we see the Harvestman turn around and use his scythe, cutting this revenant in half. While before this may have very well killed Stephen Strange, he is already dead. The sword through his chest is just a reminder of how dead he truly is. But his body was created by Death herself to be her weapon. It is going to take much more than a simple sword through the chest to kill Stephen Strange. Making their way through the corridors, that is when they run into Director Nunn. This is where he lets us know about the fall of everything. Even before Juan fell, before the Blasphemy Cartel had picked up the pieces, Director Nunn knew that there was something bigger, some better bosses. Bosses who really hinged things in the darkness between the stars. That is when he made contact with management, even going on to say that these are old friends of them. He is talking about the Trinity of Ashes. The Trinity of Ashes being faced in the War of the Seven Spheres 5,000 years ago. But Stephen Strange doesn't remember the war years. It was the price for peace with the Trinity. But the thing is, the Trinity of Ashes, they never forgot Stephen Strange. They never forgot what he did to them. That is where we have a thunderous clash. Director Nunn saying that it was all for this. Summoning the Revenants. That was a useful tool. They had made them the Lazarus agents, the ones they could catch, and the rest they stirred up in pain and chaos. All things that the Trinity like. But the Trinity, they wanted to walk the earth. And for that, they had to make them a body, one that suited their bleak majesty. The souls inside of this revenant, the tens upon tens of millions of them, they are going to serve as a snack when the Trinity possesses the body. That is where we see Revenant Prime. Revenant Prime being the one, the only, but the dead Century. Being possessed of the power of 100 million insane ghosts. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. You know, I have been a big fan of the Strange line. Some of the comics a little bit too short. But all in all, this has been very interesting. I really thought that they were going to bring Stephen Strange back a lot sooner. And in a sense, they kind of did. Brought back as the Sorcerer Supreme of Death. Made specifically to take on revenants. But now they are about to face the strongest one of all of them. Century's body had been lost. He had been just destroyed after the King in Black event. But it appears that his body, it had been taken by Director Nunn. The Blasphemy Cartel taking his body and using it to their advantage. And this is just the warm-up. This is not the Trinity of Ashes. They have yet to take over the body. Century is just filled with 100 million insane ghosts. That alone is going to make him stupid powerful. Now the question is going to remain, can the Sorcerer Supreme of Life, the Sorcerer Supreme of Death, can they take on this force? Can they fight against this and take down Director Nunn? Could this be the final demise of Doctor Strange? Let me know your thoughts, let me know your theories. If you would like to get caught up on everything going on with Strange, be sure to check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It is gonna get you completely caught up on everything happening with this series. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership. Much like Patreon having 5 different tiers, from $1 to $50. From loyalty badges to getting free comics every single month. Not only does this help out the channel tremendously, but you are getting tons of perks in the process. Now, if you are unable to do this, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.